What's going on, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel today. In today's video, we're going to get home from our mining trip that we were on in the last episode. We're also going to make a start on our base. So in order to get home, we do need to travel quite far. We've gone about 1,000 blocks on the X, or about 700, and we've gone roughly quite far on the Z. I think we need to get back to, I think it's 360 minus 360. So let's start making our way back now. And it's in this general direction we need to make our way back to. So let's start the trip of getting home and getting all of our resources added, all of the trees planted from the last episode. And then what we can do is actually start working on the base that I wanted to make and the start of the medieval village we're looking to build. Again, hopefully this video will be a bit of a longer one. The last video, it was quite long, but it was filled with like very talkative parts. In this video, I want to do more things and sort of speak less, in a sense, just because I feel like in the last episode it was just us really adventuring for spruce wood. Sorry if I'm just adjusting the microphone there. It is a new mic, so I'm just testing it out for this first video. Hopefully it all sounds okay on everyone else's side. Just sort out our inventory there. We don't need these sticks. We will keep all of the saplings. So as you can see, we got dark oak, we got birch, and we got spruce, which is perfect. That's all of the saplings we need. Also, I believe this video will be going up on Saturday and not Friday. Unfortunately, I do normally do a Friday and a Saturday upload. However, as I'm recording this, it is relatively late on the Friday evening. It's just unfortunately I didn't really have time to get around to doing it. So therefore, unfortunately, would just be the Saturday upload. But I may be able to upload another video in the week, or maybe on Monday, or maybe do a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Friday, Saturday next week to make up for it. However, again, I'm going to try that's why I'm going to try and make this one a bit better, at least. So instead of just getting 2 videos back to back, this one's a bit of a longer one, and we actually get more done, and therefore it somewhat makes up for the Friday miss, unfortunately. But yeah, what I may do as well, again, not too sure if anyone would be bothered or even sort of follow it, but I may make some sort of social media, whether that be a X account or something like that, where I can post updates regarding uploads, just in case, because right now technically we don't have a schedule. I have sort of loosely stuck to the Monday, Wednesday, and Friday and Saturday uploads. However, what I may do is change that slightly, depending, just so we can get the better content out, and therefore we could just take a bit more time over it. Because with work and everything, it is quite hard to sort of get a video recorded every sort of second day with enough content in it to actually be entertaining. Because currently, I don't feel that they are as good as they could be. Like, so the beginning ones were better because I had a bit more time, but with these ones I am running out of time, so I am going to potentially slow them down, do them like maybe 2 times a week instead, and then we can just do other videos as well to fill out the week. But what I mean is we might just make the survival series like 2 times a week instead of doing it for a week, essentially. So yeah, again, I may make a account, some sort of social media account for that sort of thing. However, we should be I say we should be nearly home. That's a lie. Our X coordinate is now on range. However, we do have to run 2,000 blocks in that direction. So I'm going to do that now, and I will cut again. I will cut to when we are actually back home. What I did want to say also is going into the actual first house, or my house build, it isn't going to be massive. Again, I've got all of the spruce wood and stuff, just so we can do the later builds, because this is the block palette we're going to be working with for the village. We're going to use some sort of cobblestone bases, and then sort of spruce wood slash a bit lighter wood mix in there also. But for our base here, again, it's just a starter base. It's not going to be our main base or anything. So I'm just going to make it relatively small, just where we can fit, a few chests in there, a few other bits and bobs, and then yeah, we can just keep it all nice and nice looking. Again, I'm building this for sort of looks and style than actual practicality. So again, it isn't going to be massive, but I'll try my best to make it still very functional. let's just sleep in the forest, just because it is getting night time and we are still quite far away from our bed. Oh, sorry, from our base. So let's grab that back. So we're walking in the right direction. Okay, so we are finally back, or we should be at least. I remember that pumpkin patch as we left. So the way, or the place we are building should just be around here. Probably up on this hill. What I may also do as well, guys, and again, do let me know if you would be interested in watching anything like this. But I would maybe not this this survival world, because I like having this as a sole sole sort of YouTube or YouTube video. Anyway, I would say world. But what I may do is potentially do some live streams of Minecraft, and potentially do that in like another survival world, or maybe we try and stream a hardcore runs and see how far we can get with that. I think that could be pretty cool. But again, do let me know if that would be a good idea, and if anyone would watch that. Again, with that being said, our base, or our where we built, should be out here, to be honest. It was around here. The thing is, I forgot where I put the chests and stuff. We terraformed a hillside, and that's where we moved to. However, this was 5-6 days ago now at this point, where we actually left that place. So it is quite difficult. I think I may have found it, actually. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it here, isn't it? It's not massive, but it is just a nice little place to put, some crops, and then our starter house in the middle of the crops, and then just have it as a nice little build. Again, I will preface before we do go into this, I'm not the best builder in this game. I never claim to be. I try my best, I put a lot of effort in, and we see how it turns out. So with that being said, we are going to start building this thing. I'm just going to place my bed down now. However, there we go, and let's sleep, hopefully, through the rain, and we wake up and it's daytime, and it's sunny. Yes, perfect. Okay, this rain should go away. So what we need to do is plant all of our saplings. Now, I don't want this planted really anywhere near our builds, and again, this is all planned to be. This is all going to be like a villages and wheat fields and stuff. So what I need to do is find a place that I'm not going to use, because again, this is going to create like coarse dirt and stuff. So what I may do is just go over here and use this little plains biome here, or maybe even some of these hills over here. But I think that's the idea. Let's just go over here and plant some trees, just so we can actually get a good source of spruce coming in. Again, the birchwood and stuff we don't really need right now, but I will plant anyways, just because. But the spruce wood, again, for later builds, we are going to need that. That's going to be our main wood block that we use, especially for a medieval styled, house. We may even need some deep slate as well for the roof, I'm thinking, but we may come to that when we get to it, because I may not use it. Again, I'm going to plant these quite far away, about here, go like that. Okay, so what we're going to do is let all of that grow, and then what we do need to come back with some more wood. We shouldn't need too much more the current build I want to do. However, we may need some more spruce. We may run out, so it's always good to get that planted early, and that way, oh, that was close. And that way, we can always come back and get some more if we do run out. Again, I also gathered sand in the last episode, just so we can use it for our windows as well. So let's go back up and start planning the build. Again, it's going to be like a very sort of old school styled, medieval house. So it's going to be like cobblestone base, potentially with staircases on the outside, or a staircase on the outside to go into the second floor. I'm not entirely too sure yet. But again, I haven't pre-planned anything. So we are just going to get in a sense, and hopefully it turns out the best. Again, like I said earlier, I'm not the best builder, but we will try and make something that looks decent. Okay, so let's get into this build. Again, I will just cut back and forth as the thought process is going, just so we can sort of run through the ideas and run through what I'm thinking. And again, if you guys do recommend anything in the comments for me to change on the build once it's done, then please do let me know. However, I managed to lose my house. I don't know how. Where was I based again? Over here? How have I done this? I don't understand. Right, okay, I'm confused. So there's the cherry blossom, which means it should be down there, right? Well, I'll come the opposite way. Right, I found it again. I don't understand how I've gone that far away from the base when I only walked about 100 blocks away. However, we're back now. So let's start building the base. And again, we'll see how it turns out, essentially. Oh, we do actually have some deep slate. I actually forgot we put that there. That's how long it's been, it's been since I actually planned base. So what I want to do is obviously do like a rectangle, and then I want to do like a little back triangle so we can build like a back staircase to go into the second floor. And that's where we'll put our bedroom. We'll put the chest on the first floor, and then we'll build a nice little just overarching roof with some cobbled deep slate. Then we'll put some details on it. So I think that's a good idea. So I do really want it as the one door to get in. So right there, this is going to be the doorway. We're going to have to expand this at some point. However, so this is the base idea. Then what I'm going to do is pull it in by about 3, like that. And I mean, this is again what I'm thinking for the base shape. Again, it's nothing special. The idea for this is we're going to put the staircase to the second floor on the outside here. Go to the second floor. So we are just going to raise this probably by 3. So that way you can have it about 3 high. Essentially, this is going to be like the workstation area, and then we're going to have the actual like nice, living area above this. Again, this is somewhat referenced on some images I found online, but again, I'm not the best builder, so this is me putting my own sort of twist on it. And that's what the whole village will be like. It won't be perfect, but we are going to build it up over time. And he's hoping that I get better at actually building, at that point. But right now, obviously, it looks like a cobblestone house that someone's built on their first day of Minecraft, so we don't really want that. What I may do, actually, I'm sort of happy I've got the dark oak now, because what I may do is do a little trim on the outside. What I mean by that is we're just going to go like this. Then we're just going to like that on the outside, like so. There we go. So that's my idea. Again, it's not looking great, but my hope is we're going to cover some of this stuff up with like plants and like crops and stuff, and it won't look that bad. We may also get some like granite and stuff. See if we've got anything on it in our chest that we can actually sort of texture that with. We don't, but I can probably get a stone cutter or go back to the base and grab some stone that we have and hopefully texture that a bit better, but we can work on that in a second. Okay, the idea being now the wood floor on this side is going to cover this top bit, and again this is going to be our sort of work station, so this is going to be where all our chest storage is and stuff. So that's all going to be down here. Again, we can do like double chests here, we can do loads of furnaces and loads of like cool stuff down here. Planks, again I'm going to keep some logs because we are going to need those. Let's get up on top for now. Again, what we're going to do is just start working on the top. But yeah, as you can see, what I'm going to do is build a place to get up here. So this is going to be a staircase on the outside of things with a railing and stuff if we can make that. Okay, so that is our floor done for the second floor. And then that's just going to make it look a lot better. Also, another thing that will make it look better is we're going to grab our dark oak. And we are going to do some offsets like this. So there we go. This was my idea for 2 walls like this way. Again, very like open plan. And then what we're also going to do, again, it just sort of defeat the purpose. I might do like iron gates here at some point when we have the iron to do so. But yeah, we might do that. We might use our iron to do that, just how it looks. Okay, so we need 6 iron for 16 iron bars. 15, yes, we only need 15 for this part, so that will be alright. And then 15 that part over there. We need 12 iron, which is fine. We have enough. But whilst that's cooking up, let's just do the same on the other side. Perfect. Okay. Right down. We really need to expand this when we come to do it. As you can see, that's our 2 archways done. I'm just gonna let these 2 walls down. Okay, so that is chopped out. We should have enough spruce wood to finish, hopefully. So I'm hoping I wouldn't have to come back. Okay, so that is our second floor. It's looking quite nice. Again, we've got some variation there. Okay, so the downstairs, I believe I finally got looking nicer. So I put the cobblestone walls in by 1. Make it look better. The upstairs, again, I think once it's got a roof on it, will look a lot nicer. So this is the idea I had for the roof. Of course, the spruce is just going to be on the outside of things, and then I'm going to do deep slate variation in the middle. And I think that will pull everything nicely together. And again, we do need to add some bottom switches with some plants and stuff on the outside, and of course the wheat and stuff. But we can do that in the next episode. I'm just going to try and get the roof on, or at least the frame done. I'm just waiting for some glass to smelt up to put that window, just so we can finish that window there. And then we will go and get some more spruce, because I feel like I'm going to need it to finish the actual sort of outlayer of the roof. So let's go and get some more spruce wood, and then we should be good to finish the base. I could do with making a bridge. I think that's what I might do in the next episode, is make a nice looking bridge from here to over there, so we can have a nice bridge that we can use to get across, and that way, I don't have to keep on diving in and out. Let's make our way up here finally, and let's just bring one of these spruce trees down. Hopefully the saplings will stop falling, just so we can replant one. Again, at some point, I will go out and find a load of spruce trees and get a load of saplings. But for now, we should be able to sustain the amount of wood we're getting from these saplings that we get. Okay, let's go back over and finish our house. It's looking good from the distance. I like it. I do need to make some lanterns as well, just so we can light the area up. But again, that can probably be done in the next episode, because the next episode is going to be probably building this bridge and detailing our house, from what I would gather. However, we may find something else to do. I did want to make an iron farm, because again, we're going to need a lot of lanterns for the village and for the streets and stuff. So we are going to need an iron farm. So I may do that in the next episode. I am not entirely too sure yet, to be honest, but we will find that out. So let's just go back up here and again finish our base. And to be fair, it is looking good. I like the way it looks. Again, with this sort of thing, it will look nice once the sides of the wall like wooded up and stuff. Okay, let's finish the outline. And again, I'm not too sure what I'm going to do for this corner bit yet. I will probably come to that when I need to, which is going to be very, very soon. What I may do is just do like a little out curve there. Okay guys, so we have been building for quite a while. So I am going to leave it on this video. I am just going to show you what we've done today and sort of what we got left to do. So yeah, as you can see, we've got this little out bit here, which we're just going to connect nicely. Again, in the next video, we can do that, and that's absolutely fine. What I want to do is just fix that. Then there may just be a slight something to fix at the corner. Well, yeah, there is. Let's go and branch ourselves over there. Yeah, the skeleton. No. Oh, you. Perfect. So Let's take a bit of a step back now, and we'll take a quick look at what we've done today. So I'm just going to go down here. So as you can see, I think it's actually the pattern. It looks really nice. So again, we've still got the finish. Yeah, sorry. Again, so we've still got the walls to finish. So as you can see on the bottom again, we have our little sort of cobblestone layer. Let's just go into again with our sort of like arched rails in between. And again, this is going to be our storage down here. And then again, if you come around the edge, those, if we go up, as you can see, this will be our floor that we live on. Yeah, so let me know again, guys, what you think of this build in the comments. Again, I'm not great at building, so I'm trying to make it look a bit nice. I think it has turned out okay. Remember, we still have some detailing to do around the outside of the cobblestone, and also obviously finishing off our roofs and stuff, which we will do in the next episode. So we'll do that in the next episode, and we will also, I do want to sort of create a bridge that goes across to that island from our island. So yeah, and again, once that's in place as well, that will look really nice. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. I can see a zombie chasing me. Yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, then if you could please drop it a like. Again, it just show YouTube that you want this to be shown to more people. And again, if you could subscribe if you're not already, if you are enjoying the content and you don't want to miss another video, just because I think it's something like 95% of the people who watch the videos aren't subscribed. Yeah, so if you could hit that, it'd mean a lot. Yeah, so other than that, guys, I will see you in the next one.